Bring in Anwesha Sen now, who's an assistant program manager for the technology and policy program at Takshashila Institution and also a researcher of AI governance and tech policy there in India. Welcome to you. Just very quickly, we'll just start with that robotic dog incident. Bit of an embarrassment because India was really putting a lot of focus on this AI summit.
Thank you so much for having me, Neil. And just to say, I'd spent the last 3 days at the summit, and there's a lot going on for sure. There's a huge congregation of people across stakeholder groups, and I think, at least for me, what the highlight there was that there are conversations around a lot of topics that are coming up. Even the expo had a bunch of booths around the ways in which India is using AI, and so given the diversity of topics around, say, trust and safety and governance, compute, use cases of AI, I think there's a lot that's happening. And just to give you sort of a big picture overview of the summit itself, I think it's important that these conversations are coming to the forefront. It's really setting the stage for AI development, not just within India, but as you mentioned, there's delegates coming in from across the world, across different stakeholder groups, and it's really important that these conversations are happening. Of course, there were a couple of incidents here and there of this nature, but I think overall it's been quite a positive event, and we're still looking forward to a bunch of partnership announcements, collaborations that might come in, and I think something that again stood out is that
Anwesha, I'm
India
sorry to
is
interrupt
using
you there, just
AI.
because we've got so many things to
No
talk about.
worries.
And I just want to mention, I
Yes.
hear India says it's going to have a huge AI global hub, it's going to lead the way. I hear so many countries saying that now. And when you read that Armenia is investing $500 million into becoming a major AI hub, this is like a global AI arms race, isn't it?
Yeah. So in some sense, yes, there's a number of narratives around it. But of course, countries that are able to make a significant impact on the value chain and have and be able to develop AI in a way that helps their populations and improves productivity across sectors, I think those are the nations that will emerge sort of at the forefront of this revolution.
Do you think we're going to see countries like developing their own almost ecospheres of AI? So you might get countries having their own individual sort of chat GPT, because there's a lot of jobs are going to be lost or gained depending on who wins this race. So do you think that we might see isolated ecospheres?
I think we're actually moving away from this sort of isolation. We're seeing, moving away from silos. We're seeing countries collaborating, since no one really owns all parts of the value chain. There are countries collaborating and sharing resources to be able to develop what are frontier models, foundational models, but also building upon existing open source models to develop use cases according to their different needs. So I think that's a trend that is to be followed now. And even at the summit, a big part of the agenda was also to discuss open source AI, open source technologies in the context of AI. So I think that's something to be followed as well.
Those figures at the top of the industry have said that they all pretty much agreed that whoever wins this race, who masters AI first, because of the exponential level of improvements, will just dominate everybody else. Do you subscribe to that?
I think, sure, there has been a bipolar sort of race at this moment, but increasingly it's becoming about how you can use AI to not just, dominate AI as a technology itself, but also further, say, your sustainability goals, or especially in India's case, climate change and how you're using AI to tackle these use cases as well. I think that will increasingly become important in the longer run. And another way in which India is discussing AI is that you have a lot of infrastructural needs, but then how do you do it in a way that you're able to sustain this development over the long term without, using up all the power or water? And so that conversation has also been at the forefront, which has been really heartening to see, given the importance on environmental considerations.
Thanks so much, Anwesha. Anwesha Sen, who is a researcher of AI governance and tech policy there in India. Appreciate